Jay, first defeat of the campaign. It was frustrating to lose like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think 2 set pieces. Obviously the third goal I don't really read too much into. It's a breakaway after the sending off and we've kind of gone for it. 2 set pieces, disappointing. I don't think we did enough to win the game. I don't think there was bundles in the game. But they've took their opportunities when they got them. And yeah, we just have to move on.
Ethan Sutcliffe wasn't in the squad today. Can you provide an update on him?
Yeah, unfortunately picked up a hamstring injury in training with Wimbledon yesterday, which was a big blow to us. We worked on Thursday with a certain formation and line-up, and then obviously before the game he's been ruled out. Same with Jason Adigan as well, picked up a knock with Dagenham, so it meant that obviously again another change there. So it wasn't ideal preparation, and then obviously we lost Scott Wagstaff during the game to a hamstring injury, and yeah, it's not ideal, but look, I'm not going to make excuses. We got to do better with the two free kicks really and deal with it.
On a slightly better note, Liam Vincent's now scored 3 and 3. It's slightly odd for a left wing back, isn't it?
It's good, yeah. Liam's got to work on the defensive side. I thought he always offers a sign going forward. But yeah, I was disappointed about defending today. Look, I'll give the boys in all fairness, when you've worked on stuff and you end up changing, we had to put Crosley to the right side of centre half and shuffle T in, who's probably not up to full speed. But I'm just disappointed with the two set pieces. I think the lads got away from Naz for the first one, and then I'm not sure on the second one. I couldn't really see what happened. But I mean, the first one leading up to it, they get the corner from Waggy going down with his hamstring, and he kicks it out of play, and the ball gets put in, and they score from it. So disappointed, but look, we've been on a good run. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. Just got to pick ourselves up and prepare for next week. You mentioned it there. We have been on a good run. How do you keep the motivation going, especially with a defeat like that? Look, I think they were told a few home truths. I think a few of them weren't good enough defensively today in the back line. I think individually you can understand when you get new lads together or change things up. You can understand it, but individually you have to ask questions. I don't think individually a couple of them were up to it today. Disappointed with Cros and the sending off, and he knows that. I've told him that. But I won't take much picking up. We've got training this week and we go again. I thought we had a couple of probably blatant penalties today for me. I mean, the one on Noel I felt was inside the box. If it's not, it's a sending off because he's through on goal, and luckily we scored from that free kick. And then there was a handball that the boys are adamant was a handball, but the referee's saying the lad couldn't get his hand out of the way, even though it was technically a handball. So frustrating from that side of thing, but maybe I'm clutching at straws there. And you just, like you say fair play to Slough there. They were good at what they did today, and we didn't deal with it well enough in the defensive areas.
Crosley Lima gets sent off, I believe, for a stamp. I didn't actually quite see it. But how does that change going into next week's FA Cup game?
We look at things. It's stupid from Cros. Like I say, I've just told him that. I think he got frustrated, and the lads half kicked out at him, and Cros has got up and reacted. If he doesn't kick out, the lad gets booked, and Crosley walks away. But Cros has reacted, and I'm disappointed from that point of view. I've known him a long time, and he knows that. He knows that. And I think he's gutted, but we'll look at things. Look, we got a good enough squad. We'll see how everyone is, and we should have Jamie back next week. Again, he probably wasn't right or well enough to go on the bench today, but we named him on there to fill the bench up, but he probably wasn't right. But hopefully by next week he's back available. It'll do T some good getting some minutes today. So you always try and look at the positives, and we'll be ready. We'll do our homework on Cray, and I'm looking forward to seeing Smudger down there and his management team. They're good boys and known a long time, and it's an opportunity to get in the first round, and that's what we've got to focus on now.
Thank you, Joe. That's all for tonight.
Lovely, cheers.